welcome back. And if you guys are new here, hi, welcome. My name is Rebecca, Neverbecky. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to go ahead and subscribe and go check out my previous videos. If you don't know a lot about me, I do all things makeup, beauty, and I just give a little bit of myself more and more I come up here. So hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy this video. Don't forget to like this video, and we're gonna jump right into this. I'm gonna give you guys an update of what's been going on and how crazy my life has been, so let's go. So I'm gonna be starting off with my Black Girl sunscreen. This is like my holy grail. Thank God for her. As you guys can see, I'm like running out. Like I'm squeezing every little bit because these are expensive. I love Black Girl sunscreen, but oh my goodness, for $15 for this little girl, and I think I paid pan with her. I got a little bit out. Okay, I got a little bit out. So we don't want to use too much because I want to make sure this is right in the areas that I like, which is my T-zones, making sure it's nicely coated. Squeezing every little drop out of this Black Girl sunscreen because it's a lot, but I don't feel like they give us enough. I wish they had a bigger size. But I'm very frugal like that, so I will squeeze every drop out of it before I toss it. I will even cut it if need be. But I'm gonna go ahead now that I have my sunscreen on and nice and moisturized. I love it. And I'm gonna be using my Revolution for my brows. Sorry guys if you can't see that well, but that's what I'm using. It's a little dirty. It's been a while since I've been here, so excuse me. So right now I'm just going the opposite direction of my hairs so it can like have a good coat of it when I start to brush out. That is like my suggestion. If you're going to do the soap brow look, go the opposite direction of your brow, like of where they grow. I don't know why I feel like I can't talk. It's been so long, but I think you guys get what I'm trying to say here. Brush it into the brows really well before brushing up. This is also a time that I will trim my brows because I don't like my brows to be long. I'm very, very hairy in the face, so I have to like trim my brows so I can have the ideal look. We're gonna jump right into this. I'm not gonna do too much talking, but I am gonna do some talking in the beginning and then it's gonna be a little quiet in the end, just so you guys can see my routine and what I'm doing. But I like to start off with contouring my face now. So I have Soul. It's the shade Dark, if you guys can see that. I'm gonna be taking this, and then this is actually from Elf. So you can get this at Walmart, Target. It's just this like, I don't know what to call this type of brush, but it's a good little brush for bronzing. So I'm just gonna get in there and I'm gonna go right in here. And as you guys can see, I'm just gonna carve out the areas. This is where I basically want a little more tan. I don't want to be I don't want to be one color, and that's never like the goal, is to look like one color. You want to have some type of contour on your face. You don't want to look pale or if you put just foundation on your face, you're gonna definitely get I don't know, no definition in your face. And as you can see, there's definition in my eyes, the way that it sinks down, my jawline, there's definition. So you want to use some contour to give your face some depth. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm starting off with. I feel like I say this a lot in my videos. So that's just all that I'm doing. And I'm evenly distributing this out so it can be an even surface. It's not going to be too thick or anything like that. It's gonna look very natural. And make sure again you moisturize your face before starting. And if you have Soul by ColourPop, then you know this is already a very creamy, it's a very creamy product, so you want to make sure that you're spreading it evenly throughout the face. Circular motions. I like to add a lot to the nose because this is where I contour, and this also makes it so much easier to contour if you do it now versus later. And so I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna take a blending brush, which is my Morphe 439. I'm taking this brush here, and I'm gonna make sure that this has been blended out really good. No extra you know, product lingering. We want an even surface, so that's what I'm doing. This hair looks crazy right now, but we're gonna change it up. You know how I am. Never stay looking the same by the end of my videos. I do not have anywhere special to go, so this is gonna be washed off after. If you guys are like, oh, where are you going? Nowhere. I just felt the, you know, I don't know, I just got bored and I just didn't want to be in my house watching TV, so I was like, why not make a video? So I'm now going to move on to concealer. I'm going to start off with my Too Faced Mocha. So I have Mocha here, as you guys can see whenever it decides to focus. I have Mocha. I'm going to be starting off with right underneath the eye, just a little bit, nothing crazy. Again, I'm in the house. I might be turning it up a little bit on the makeup just because I am going to do some TikTok videos following up after, so I might do a little more extra. But I'm going to take this, just this amount, and I'm going to go ahead and start tapping it underneath the eye. There is just so much in my life that's going on that it's really hard to say how I can juggle. I am literally taking it one day at a time. You know, work has been work. It's not easy, you know, getting up every day and trying to master this life where you have to continuously work and try to pursue your goals and what you want to do for the rest of your life. It's so hard because, you know, I have days where I feel defeated and I don't want to record. I mean, clearly I haven't been here, but I'm also making a decision not to overwhelm myself, making it feel like I have to do this. It's like I don't feel that way anymore about YouTube. Before I used to feel like I had to grind, I had to do it. I had to, you know, make it make sense before I felt like my time was up. I told myself in the beginning that I would give myself, I think, 2 years of this before I was like, okay, it didn't work. I realized that is an unrealistic time frame to say, like, before you stop doing something, because you're always going to be evolving. I am just really proud of myself that I stuck to this way longer than I intended. And then I'm still passionate about it, to be honest, you know. I used to feel like I had to impress, you know, others around me. I used to feel the need to be like, yeah, I got it all, you know, I know what I'm doing. I used to feel the pressure to care about what people think. I am in a place in my life where I genuinely no longer care who supports, who don't support me. I know that this is going to be a long journey, and even though I used to tell myself, well, if it just didn't give in when I wanted to, I would just stop. And I realize now that's just not the mindset that I really want for something that I am truly passionate about. It is stressful sometimes doing this. It is stressful and hard some days getting up thinking, am I going to choose to record? Am I going to choose to go to work and ignore this, you know, YouTube life? I am choosing to not ignore what I really want to do for the rest of my life. I'm using foundation, by the way, over my brows. I don't want to go light and have that halo effect, so just to keep you guys updated. But yeah, that's just what that is just what I am doing now. I'm choosing both lives, like both careers, to be a working woman in the workforce. As much as I don't want to say I don't want to be a part of the workforce, I just want to be, you know, I want to have more of a stable workforce life, whatever you want to call it. Like, I want balance, you know what I mean? Like, I want balance, and I'm so afraid that, you know, and I think that's a part of, you know, understanding yourself and coming to some kind of resolution. And it's like, okay, I may not be able to record every day. I may not be able to punch out the content that I want every day. But what I am you know, what I am coming to the conclusion is that I do want to be here. And it's going to take hard work. It's going to take dedication. It's going to take sacrificing. I mean, I already don't do anything. Like, it's not like I go out clubbing, trying to meet people. I think I'm over that life. Not even that I think. I am very much over that life. It's team no new friends for me. At this point, it's like barely any friends because I just don't want to be distracted anymore from what I know I'm supposed to be doing. You know, whoever's in my life is gonna be there. Whoever isn't. You know, I'm no longer stressing about the minute things. I'm just gonna worry about going to work every day and trying to figure out how can I effectively have this career that I want, which is YouTube with barely any watchers. You know, I love those who support me because I know that you're watching me, and I am so grateful that you guys are still, you know, watching me and you guys still support me. I know there's been a little controversy about, you know, certain videos that I've made, but you know what? I've also learned that I'm not gonna always make everyone happy. I can't. Like, I can try to make everyone happy, and it'll only kill me. It won't kill you. You'll just be like, oh, she did a video. It's so cute. Like, I want to talk about real things that are happening in the world. I don't want to just talk about, you know, makeup. I feel like I definitely am more than makeup. As much as I love getting on here and doing these looks with you guys, I'm just more than that. And I want to make sure that I am demonstrating that even when it's talking about hard topics. You know, I'm also choosing not to always talk about, you know, things that aren't fun. You know, I want to be an instrument in this world, in this YouTube world, where people feel comfortable enough to ask me questions, and I give really good answers. I don't want to be someone that's frivolous and like, oh yeah, so, you know, let me tell you about this new product. I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, what separates us from other YouTubers and what separates anyone from, you know, anybody is just making sure you are your authentic self. And I have a lot of flaws about me, you know, that I tried for years to either cover up or act like they didn't exist, or, you know, just didn't handle certain situations, you know, differently that I would have liked. But there's also that growing pain of saying, but I'm glad I did what I did, because I don't think I would be the person that I am today, trying to be more conscious of what I want to do with myself. So with that being said, you know, I'm here. You know, everything is a learning experience. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect. I love me in all the shades that I have. You know, I'm about to be 33 this year. I can't believe I'm saying that. It feels so weird. But I'm also very grateful for this, you know, this life God has given me. And I have to say that because there's been days that I've been, and I've expressed that I deal with depression. And I think it's totally normal. And when people act like they don't deal with anything, that's not normal. When people go around acting like, oh, I'm perfectly fine, I don't have any mental issues, yeah, you do. And the fact that you think that you don't is really bothering some. Because everyone has something that they're dealing with, that they're masking with other things. And I'm learning to say to myself that it's okay. It's okay. We all have things that's going on in our world. So, you know, I'm just becoming okay with who I am. You know, depression is a real thing. It does not affect my everyday. It's not something I wake up and every day I'm depressed. No, it's just moments in my life, and it's okay. I'm okay with it. I don't deal with it as badly as I used to. I think a lot of it too, when I was younger, it's because I had so many people around me. I never really dealt with it, and I was calling myself over it when I wasn't. So yeah, there's that too, you know what I'm saying? I love this beat, you guys. Very simple, very cute. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more concealer and add some foundation. I'm gonna get a little quiet here, so it's squeeze moi. But just so you guys know, I'm using Too Faced. I'm using butter pecan, and I feel like I always tell you guys what I'm using, so don't ever think I'm leaving y'all out. You're not left out. But I'm gonna use I'm gonna actually use my Morphe 439 brush to do this. Very simple, right on these cheeks here. We wanna make sure we're going right along these lines, right in the crevices of the mouth as well. And then we're gonna just buff it out. Palette, so well, it's my bronzer. I'm gonna start with this lighter shade up top, starting with this because it gives me a really nice neutral blend. Like, it gives a nice little base coat is what I'm trying to say. Using too many words, clearly I haven't been recording. I'm being wordy, but add 2 of my highlighters from Jaclyn, very inexpensive. I got them at a drugstore, so everything that I buy is not like super expensive. They're literally like $4, $6. It's not expensive at all. I don't know what color I want to go on the lips, but I'm gonna take my fluffy brush. I have this one. This has a little bit of fallout. I don't think I like that one. I am gonna go with my ColourPop F33, and I'm gonna go with Pink Goddess. This is one of my favorites that I stumbled across at my beauty supply store. Actually it wasn't a beauty supply store, it was a boutique, and I found it. And you know how like some boutiques have, you know, makeup in it, so that's what this was. Well, that's where I found it. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful she is, you guys. Love, love, love. Okay, so I'm gonna also take it right here. I didn't add blush. Hold the phones. You guys know I have to add my orange blush. Oh, I'm gonna do my yellow toddy. I'm gonna do toddy actually. And I'm gonna be using my lip bar. Yeah, it's my lip bar brush. I'm gonna be tapping this one on, tapping off the excess. And I'm gonna add it right here. Very neutral, very pretty. Oh, I need somewhere to go in these streets, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Truly, truly pretty to me. I love this color. I don't know if you guys are catching it in the right light, but it looks a little green to me, but we're gonna try it out. You know, there's nothing wrong with trying it out. I'm gonna go with this more fluffy brush. I have my Morphe M510 brush. And I'm just gonna add that. Y'all not ready? First off, you really don't have a Jaclyn highlighter. Oh, goodbye, Heavenly Father. Rest, and I rest on this one. Okay, period. She's a period, she's a blank, she's a, that is it. This one is I don't know what it is because the sticker is covering up the name. Sorry guys, I don't know what color this is. But yeah, this is what I see. So I'm gonna go with whatever color this is. I can just describe it as it looks very white, kind of looks yellow, but when it translates, it is not yellow, it's gold. It's this, I don't know, this yellow gold is very, very, very beautiful. Like, I don't know. Perfect. Like, I could just really rock this and be done if I'm really being honest with you guys. I think I'm gonna go with a mauve, keep it really toned. So this is Mauve White by Fenty. I really like her. Like I said in the beginning, I wasn't gonna be doing too much talking. I was gonna be fast forwarding through some things, and I really hope you guys enjoyed watching me create this look. I know it's been a while, and you know, I'm not sure how often I'm gonna be up here punching out content. Just know that I am thinking about you guys. You know, I wanna be up here. I wanna do this. This is not something I take lightly. I have to adjust. I have to take some time out for myself and adjust my life and see how it's gonna work for me, and see if I can really handle, you know, being on this platform and filming with you guys. It's not easy, you know. I'm learning that balance is what's key and is what's keeping me here, and I appreciate every view I get. I really am grateful, and it may take me forever to get to my goal, and that's okay with me because I understand that this is not going to be overnight success for me, whatever that may look like, but I'm going to be faithful to myself in this process, and hopefully you guys can just bear with me in this process. You know, this isn't easy for me to get up here and expose myself. Even the last 2 videos, I will touch on that. You know, even if you're new here, exposing things about my family or my friend dynamics or my personal life, it isn't easy for me. None of this is. I'm a very, very private person. And I do think people have a misconception of, you know, who I am, because I'll be this girl out, you know, but at home I'm not this way. I'm a very chill, quiet person. I don't like to talk too much when I don't have anything to talk about. I don't mind being quiet and listening to other people talk. And something that I'm also learning, you know, from last year is that, you know, people expect me to be wanting to talk politics or wanting to talk about so much stuff. And I just realized, you know, I don't mind talking about it, but I don't like to go into depth about things that causes, you know, people to be too opinionated with me. And not to say that I don't want people to have their opinions. I just don't like to debate all the time, you know, points of views. I just don't like to do that. And I think because of that, people tend to look at me like, oh, you must not have anything to say, or why don't you care about what's happening in the world? It's like, I care what's happening in the world. It's just sometimes in order for me to be a creative person, I have to shut the world out and hone in on what's important to me. And right now, what's important to me is my mental health. What really is important to me is being here with you guys and focusing on my work life. Balancing that right now is like literally a juggling act for me, because I have never been in a position to, you know, want to talk about these things. And now that I have this time to myself to say, who is Rebecca? You know, like, who am I? What do I want out of life? What is my goal? What is my aspirations? And I'm realizing it's being here with you guys, and it's wanting to take an ownership of my life and saying what is good for me and what isn't good for me. Who I'm becoming is more important than what people are perceiving me as. and being okay with that. You know, I get that not everyone is gonna like me, not everyone's gonna like the things that I say. You know, there's so much that has happened, even with the Michaela video. You know, a part of me do have a little regret about making that video. So if you don't know, yes, I was that girl who did that video, and a part of me have regret because of the way that I structured it. But there's a part that I'm not regretful of at all. I was just glad that I was able to say something that was important to me, and that if you agreed with me, great, and if you didn't agree with me, that is your choice. I'm not gonna fight with everyone. I'm just gonna say this was my standpoint of it. It wasn't to attack her, but at the end of the day, I'm glad I said something. I didn't sit back and be quiet and just let things happen. I feel like a lot of people are starting to realize there is so many spaces that we're not invited to, but we buy their products and we do these things, and it's like we're getting tired of being used. We want to put ourselves in positions where we can empower ourselves, not to just be used and tossed to the side. So with that being said, I'm taking a more conscious decision to move myself forward in what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm not just doing whatever just to do whatever. I feel like my life has meaning, and if I don't show it, no one will know, you know? So I say all of that to wrap up this beautiful look that I created with y'all. I'm really happy about it. And I will see you lovelies in my next video. Bye.